If it wasn't bad enough that the Republicans won all over the country, another Bush is in office. Great. It's George P. Bush. He is George H.W. Bush's grandson and George W. Bush's nephew. He's Jeb Bush's son. Jeb Bush, of course, was the governor of Florida. George W. Bush and George H.W. Bush, both former presidents. So this guy's got some connections. So as a young man, he's 38 years old, he wound up winning his first run for office. Now in Texas, Texas Land Commissioner is a really important post because it controls the oil money, and it also controls the budget for the education fund, which is literally the largest education fund in the country. So he won as Texas Land Commissioner, but don't take that lightly. That's one of the most important posts in Texas, and usually have people come up the chain, including the current lieutenant governor of Texas. So Associated Press explains, Bush, a 38-year-old Fort Worth attorney and energy consultant. Oh, good. He got good training as a corporate consultant for the energy industry. Okay. Has raised more than $3 million against his little-known Democratic opponent, former El Paso Mayor John Cook, and Republicans haven't lost a statewide office since 1994. So that's what helped him to win. So it turns out he's basically kind of a lobbyist or consultant for the energy companies, the oil companies. He's got the Bush name behind him in Texas, and he had $3 million to boot. Gee, I wonder why he won. So why are they doing this? Well, okay, so I mean, obviously he's an individual. I'm sure he'd like to get into the family business. But there's also a reason why Texas Republicans are excited about George P. Bush. You see, he's half Latino. His mom is Mexican, okay? Of Mexican heritage, obviously. And Texas has a huge Latino population. In fact, they believe soon that it might turn blue because of all the Latinos in Texas. So, Associated Press explains, Bush's mother, Columba, is from Mexico, and he's fluent in Spanish. Many of Texas' top Republicans view him as key to courting the state's growing Hispanic population. So here they are, grooming Bush for when Texas turns, not necessarily blue, but possibly with a large Latino population. So here's a guy who's a Republican, who's well-known, well-financed, in with the energy industry. And don't worry, Latino voters, you don't need to turn to the Democrats, because George P. Bush is here to save the day. Just jump in the bush. Man, these guys think ahead. Meanwhile, you have Democrats fumbling and bumbling all across the country. So as I look at this new Bush, I think, oh boy.